Hello, my name is Gamer Daniel, and welcome back to episode 2 of the Fire Red Extreme Randomizer Nuzlocke. I had to think about that for a second. It's like 3:30 right in the morning right now, so a Groudon would have been a great first encounter, but I would have never caught it. I didn't even catch the Lapras, which is our actual first encounter. I believe, if I remember correctly, I grinded in between episodes, and I'm trying to show you guys where some of the few cool Pokemon I saw. I don't remember what they were, but I think one of them might have been Flareon. But it was months ago, so I don't really remember. Anyway, in the last episode, we had 3 starter choices, being Spheal, Staryu, and Bayleaf. I personally chose Spheal because I've never used it. I've never used one before, and it evolves at level 32. And yeah, there's the Flareon. And I wasn't really sure when I'd find a Water Stone, because I randomized the field items. So why choose Staryu? And Bayleaf I've used plenty of times before, and again, Spheal evolves before Bayleaf. Hey, Daniel, you're off to the Pokemon League. Oh, okay. Couldn't even read that quick enough. An explanation on my rival's name. And when I was a kid, I never really had a name for my first rival, so I just chose one of the options they gave me, which was Toru. It's easy choice, so why not? I think Bayleaf is either a ghost or a fire type, but I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure it's a ghost type. But when I originally played this game, I remembered all the typings. But it's been since September since I played this, so I honestly don't remember almost anything. My original plan back in September was to record these episodes a few at a time, but I didn't have that time at that point in time. So I just bulk recorded all of them, and I was going to upload them in a schedule, but I never got around to it. So it's been about 9 months, so here's episode 2. I don't care what happens this time, I'm going to stick to my schedule, which will be, for this series, it'll be Fridays and Saturdays. I haven't figured out a time yet. Anyway, when I was thinking of a name for my starter, first name that popped into my head was Angela. If you watched Big Brother 20, it was like that month, I believe it ended in September. So it was still fresh in my mind, and for some reason, Spheal reminds me of Angela from that season. I don't know why. And then with Heracross, I'm not really sure why I named it Jerry. I'm sure there's a reason. I just do not remember at all. But that's a really... I remember I loved using Jerry because of Wonder Guard. The only Pokemon that could attack him are fire, flying, and rock types. And there aren't, like, too many of either of those at this point in time. And it's really strange that Spheal ended up being a pure water type, and Heracross ended up being a pure bug type, because they kept their one of their typings. Very coincidental. And then Pidgeot, I don't know why I named her Carrie. Don't ask. No reasoning. But she has a really crazy moveset. Oh, my first encounter on this round is Flygon. It's not too bad. Oh, I really hope I ran. Okay, good. It's really not worth it. And at this point, it's not like I'm in desperate need of a new encounter. I already have 3 great Pokemon at this point, but it would be great to have another addition, especially for backup or just to have as a 4th Pokemon to the party. But that's fine. Trapinch were there. Flareon were there. More Flareon. Shiftry. And Marowak, I wouldn't have minded having one of those. Anyway, back to the names of my Pokemon. I don't know, Pidgeot just gave off a Gary vibe. Like, you know, when you see someone and you're like, you look like a John. It's kind of like that. And as a side note, you can tell that I really struggle with trying to not use the speed up button. I know it makes it easier on the ears because it's atrocious listening to the music when it's sped up, but it's just really hard not to press that button, especially when we don't even have running shoes. And it's like, I don't know, I just can't stand not going fast. It's like, I've been watching YouTube videos ever since they came out with this speed up button. I've never kept it on its regular speed. I always speed it up. And it's like when I hear people talking at normal speed at like no extra speed, it's like unusual. It's like they're talking slow. I've just gotten so used to it at this point. And it's just, there's so many videos that I want to watch because of how many people I'm subscribed to, so I make that process a lot faster. And it makes it easier on me. Let me know in the comments section if you guys use the speed up button as well. Anyway, back to the game. What I really like about this game is that it's straightforward, and it's not back and forth between cities like a few of the other Pokemon games are. It's just, even the cities, they're not like complicated. I struggled to get around, what was it called? Lumio City. I mean, it was just going around in circles for me to figure out where to go. Even Castelia City was easier to travel around than that. I mean, granted, I played Black and White and Black 2 and White 2 way more than X and Y, but it shouldn't be difficult to travel around the city to go to an area you need to get to. Simplicity matters, especially for us content creators, when it's not even just this game, it's any game. Like, no one wants to spend 40 minutes trying to travel around anywhere just to get somewhere. It makes no sense. I mean, this game, I think the hardest part about it is Lieutenant Surge's trash can puzzle. And that's really it. I think what they should really do is up the difficulty in the games and just make it simpler to get around. I know they're not going to do that because their audience isn't just adults, it's also children. So there's no real purpose in only working off one part of your audience. Anyway, we made it to Pewter City, so that's good. And here I actually thought there was a hidden item. I guess I was wrong. It might have been a ROM hack that I'm thinking of. I can't think of which one it could be. I'm just talking around, trying to see if there are any items I can get. I don't think there were, but it's still good to check. And if you don't, what happens when that one item that you missed is an experience share? It can be very helpful when grinding. Or a lucky egg. But I do remember there's a fossil in the back, and I think I come back for it at a later date. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I do. What, isn't it an old amber? I think so. I have a terrible memory, so I got a few potions. Actually, just one. Because it's better to be safe. I don't think Brock's gym has ever been hard, but it's still better to be safe. Brock's gym has always been easy to me, no matter what starter you choose. I mean, Charmander's a little bit more difficult, but like Squirtle's water type, you dominate the gym. Bulbasaur, grass type, you dominate the gym. Charmander, you have to wait until you get Metal Claw, but that's why there's a forest before the gym, because it's so easy to train fire types in the beginning of every Pokemon game because of the forests and the bug types in them. But I almost always chose Squirtle anyway. The first starter I ever chose was Squirtle. That's back when I was 4. I think it was when I was 4. And it was playing this game. And that was probably back in about 2003 to 2004. I was born in 1999, so it was around there. When I started using ROM hacks, that's about the time when I started using Charmander instead to try out a new starter. But I don't think I've ever actually chosen Bulbasaur as my starter ever. I never really had respect for Bulbasaur until about this X and Y. Just, I didn't like it. I mean, the anime, I like Bulbasaur, it was pretty cool, but I didn't appeal to me at all, and the games look pretty ugly to me, but everybody has a Grovyle. Toru has one, and now Brock has one. Water Sprout. Jeez. Is it? No. Oh, that's an Entei. Oh, that should be fun. And here I thought legendary Pokemon were extremely rare, but what do I know? They're probably giving out like candy. Jeez, I demolished that Entei. See? Easy victory. I mean, I didn't even need a Pokemon with a super effective move to win. Oh wait, never mind. Megahorn was super effective. I forgot. That's why I demolished the Entei. What's TM39? I think it's Rock Tomb. Oh, yeah, no one's getting that. I think the only one who would have been able to learn that anyway was Jerry. But I don't think Withdraw even has, like, there's no reason to use it. And finally, we're going, oh, I'll go shopping first. Now that we actually have money. And now, we'll go get our running shoes. There we go. And now I can actually run. God, Wayne. Okay. You have a Wingull. You're not a god. And the Wingull just attacked itself in its confusion. What are you doing with your life? You know, when I was younger, I used to pronounce Fanfi. Don't ask me why. Makes no sense. I mean, I used to think Pochiana was a cat. I mean, it's in its name that it's a dog. Latios, I think, is a ghost type. Dragonite, I remember, is an ice type. I don't know why, but I specifically remember him being an ice type. All of these trainers are trash. They're garbage. They're, like, not even trying. I think next time, the next game we play, I will definitely have to raise the levels up more than I did. I think I put it up by either 10 or 15%. So I definitely have to raise it. I mean, it won't be, you won't see the levels, like the level gap, until later on. It grows as we go on, but like early on, it's extremely easy. Oh, the Sentra adds Wonder Guard. Well, that's nice. I can't really complain. I use that to my advantage too. As long as it keeps setting itself in its confusion, it'll be fine. Ninetales, I don't remember what typing it had. Well, it doesn't really matter as color change anyway. Why not? Oh, at least it doesn't have its ability, and it doesn't have what's the move called? Yeah, I don't know. It's late. Destiny Bond. Yeah, I think why not? It's definitely a ghost type. Maybe ghost fighting. Maybe a little Mimikyu. Don't even remember who's poisoned. I think I was gonna end the episode off here, but then I decided to go get my next encounter in the Magikarp. And it's garbage. Can't really complain because it's like an encounter, but it could have been better. I believe it's pure water. I don't remember exactly though. It's been a while. Of course I name it Will. It looks like a whale. Actually no, it looks like a bill. Oh well. See what this Magikarp is. It's a Starmie. Again, not something I want. I don't remember the typing. And don't ask me why I named her Amy. I have no clue at all. A water type with overgrow, because that makes sense. Fighting type with pure power. That'd be great if you're a physical attacker. So anyway, I'll ask you guys this question. What was your first starter? Let me know in the comment section down below. I'll be uploading the series every Friday and Saturday, so if you enjoyed this episode, make sure to like the video and subscribe for more content. To keep up with the updates, make sure to follow me on Twitter, and the link to that is in the description down below. Thanks for watching.